I'd like to start, of course, by congratulating all the winners of tonight's Paralympic Awards, to the athletes, to the officials and members of the media. Well done on your tremendous success. But it's now my pleasure to recognize 4 individuals for their outstanding service to the Paralympic movement by presenting them with the Paralympic Order. The Order is the highest tribute a person connected with the movement can achieve, and each year the IPC honors people who have made important and outstanding contributions to our movement. Previously, it's been presented to athletes, to Paralympic sports leaders, heads of government, members of games organising committees, sporting organisations and national Paralympic committees. So tonight's recipients are joining a very illustrious club. Tonight's first recipient, do I go straight on? Yep. Thanks. Tonight's first recipient is Canadian Duncan Campbell. The man acknowledged throughout the world as the groundbreaking creator of the sport of wheelchair rugby.
All I can say is, what a ride. I didn't start this game, we started this game a long time ago, and I never ever expected to be on a stage getting the Paralympic Order from the IPC. So the first thing I want to do is thank the IPC for this, and for recognizing my sort of contributions over the years, but as well for recognizing wheelchair rugby as a Paralympic sport.
Moving on to our second recipient, which is this evening, is Michael Barredo, who over the last 34 years has done much to develop sports for visually impaired people around the world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and distinguished guests, and members of the Paralympic family. First of all, allow me to thank the IPC, Sir Philip Craven, President, and the governing board, as well as my colleagues, the MPCs, and all those involved in the Paralympic movement for this honor. And you know, this recognition serves and certainly inspires and motivates me to even do more for the movement.
The next recipient is Jonquil Solt, former chairman of the IPC Equestrian Committee. Jonquil has been involved in equestrian for people with an impairment since 1965 and was the first person to organize an international dressage competition for riders with an impairment. She was the founding vice chairperson of the IPC Equestrian Committee in 1991, and 4 years later took over as chair. During her leadership, she set out most of the sport's infrastructure, and together with a team of experts, developed equestrian into a viable and great Paralympic sport.
I want to thank you, the IPC, for according me the great honor of the Paralympic Order. I would like to accept it on behalf of all those that supported Para-Equestrian during its early years of growth, and to that wonderful animal, the horse. It has been fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Tonight's final recipient is Bob, a man I know well, having had the great pleasure of his company on the IPC governing board for the last 4 years. Bob was elected to the IPC Athletes Council in 2004, and 5 years later became the group's chairperson. Bob took the role as a tremendous responsibility and achieved a great deal during a short space of time, always representing the views of the athletes to the IPC governing board. And he did that, I can assure you. During his 4 years as chair, he oversaw the first Paralympic reunion event in London, the first Athlete Leadership Summit, the launch of the International Paralympians Association, and ensured that there was an athlete representative on all IPC standing committees. Bob is a 6-time Paralympian, having competed at 4 Paralympic Winter Games and 2 Summer Games between 1994 and 2006. During that time, he won 6 Paralympic medals as an accomplished cross-country skier, pentathlete, and javelin thrower. It's a great pleasure to present Bob Balk with this thoroughly deserved Paralympic Order.
Being here among all of you and receiving this award is a great honor, and I'm deeply humbled. I'm among many here tonight that have done so much to contribute to the movement, and you know, not just the folks over here, but all of you. And I'm very thankful for being recognized for my contribution. And it's even more of an honor for me to be recognized or be nominated and put forward by the Athletes Council, who it's been so important for me to represent. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.